Today I want to show you how to make flour tortillas. It's to make the dough you can find different ways. What I will show you is how I make my own, and what I use you can use or whole wheat flour or white flour, and also depends what's your taste and what you like. You can make them salty, no salt at all, or with a little bit of sweet. These ones that I will be preparing today, they are sweet. That's the way that I like them, but you can adapt that one depending what you need or what you like. The oil that I will use for the tortillas is very important. I will use coconut oil, and I will use white flour this time. What I wanted you just try to follow is the recipe in some ways and the technique for extending the flour tortillas. Anyway, let's start now, and I will show you what you need. Okay, here we are, 4 cups of flour already with the coconut oil, and we are mixing it in a way that the coconut oil integrates and really mix really well with the flour. What we have in this cup, we will start mixing, and has to be warm water then you will use. It's almost 1 cup. For 4 cups of flour, it will be 1 cup of liquid. In this case, it's just filtered water, and you will start mixing them like that. In the water, you will put whatever you are planning to use. Could be the salt, could be the sugar, or a mix of both, or just nothing if you don't want either of them. But that's what I say at the beginning. That will be your test. Some people can eat sugar, other ones no, other ones are avoiding. That's what will make the difference. We need a little bit more water. That one, the water also, the quantity of water will be something that you need to try to easy add it. It starts with 1 cup, and if it's too dry, you keep adding a little bit more. You don't need to add anymore any sugar or anything else. Why? Because we already put it at the beginning in the first cup, and whatever you add is just extra. What you need to get is to the point that you can put all together and the dough will be soft and elastic and nice. That's what you need to work out. For making the flour tortillas, the most important is that process. Then you mix really well the flour with all the ingredients. Keep adding a little bit more water because still it's dry, and we don't want to be dry. We want to mix all really well, and we can mix it all the way until we get a really nice elastic dough. Okay, here we are. We keep mixing really well the dough. As you can see, it already got shape, and keep doing it all the way until you get a really nice soft and elastic dough. Doesn't have to be super dry, or it doesn't have to be wet either, like really sticky dough. No, it has to be just the perfect amount. That's why you need to control the water. And always you start, for 4 cups of flour, you start with 1 cup of warm water, and from there you go. Because if you add more than that, after could be then you will need to keep adding more flour, and the oil has to be also something more to be added, and it's better like that. Now, another thing that you need to know, for have a really nice fluffy tortillas, you have to really mix very well everything together. Okay, we are done with the dough, and here we are preparing now cutting a specific amount of dough for each flour tortilla. How you do it? You make like a golf-sized balls, and if you want oil your hands, also is easier when you put a little bit of oil in each of them. Your hands has to be a little bit oily, like this doesn't stick, but as you can see, the dough is really nice and soft. How many tortillas? Well, I'm not too sure. We will count them after we finish cutting, but it will be, that's for sure, like about 20 or more. Okay, we are almost done with this. It's maybe 2 more left, no more than that. Yeah, exactly, 2 of them. And now we will be counting them to know how many we get. 32 tortillas almost. Anyway, now what we will do, now then they are all ready, you need a container where you can transfer all the tortilla dough. You see now they are all nice and good shape, and you place them all there and you will cover them and you will leave them there for 20 minutes. Why? Because like that the flour and all the ingredients mix really well, and it's a little bit of time that you give for the flour to be even in a better shape and everything, and it will be so easy. You cover them 20 minutes and after they will be even softer and really nice. Now 20 minutes are already passed. This is something that I use for making the tortillas, and in Spanish we call it comal. If you have something flat like that, look, as you can see, this pan could even work really well. You don't need any oil. The only thing that you need to be really sure is that it's really warm. It doesn't have to be super hot because it will burn. Here I will show you. We have the first and we already stretched and already ready, and we are rolling it and making it nice and round. Like I say from the beginning, don't expect to get this nice shape easily. It cannot be that easy for the first time. If you have experience and you have time doing this, well, yes, you can get it at the beginning. Like just start rolling the tortillas and will be nice shape and no problem. But that one takes a lot of practice. And we have this one here and we need to move it. Look, when it's nice and you see all these tiny brown spots, you just flip it and you leave it there. Another thing that you need is this spatula, because what will happen is when the tortilla starts, look, you see all those bubbly things, you start pressing them and the tortilla will get really nice and fluffy. Let's turn it around. Not yet, you need to wait a little bit longer. You can just press it. This is very important when you are making the tortillas. You need to press it like this. All the hot air that is inside goes everywhere and cook the tortilla evenly. What you do, you just take your tortilla and you need to put it in a plate with a kitchen towel like that. Start with this one. This is another example in how you extend it. You need a little bit of flour, a rolling pin, and you start just going back and forth. Has to be when you will know that it's done when the tortilla it gets the round nice shape and it's evenly. This one is almost ready. You flip it and you will see all the bubbles, and you need to use the spatula to press it. It's very important, that part, because what happens if you try to use your hands, you will burn it because of the oil that is inside. It's super hot. What you need to do is press it like this, the bubbles. And sometimes you get something really fluffy and beautiful, but that doesn't have to be like that all the way. Okay, here we are. This one is done too, and that's the way that you will go through all the dough like that until you finish. I will show you here the last one. You see, you get a little bit of flour, you dip it on it, and you press it like that. And you just go back and forth with the rolling pin and keep doing it. This is the way to do it with all the dough that is already cut in portions. You finish one, you put it in the hot surface, it's cooking while you are working already in the other one. One is cooking here, the other one is getting ready, and like that, back and forth. You always has to be doing like that. Like this, you finish faster, and that will give you also experience in working with the tortillas. This is the process, and it takes a little bit longer to really get it. But like I say, first time that you try it, don't get discouraged. keep practicing. The practice is what will make perfect and what will make the difference. This one is ready now to come out. You see how it's, oh my, this one is so beautiful. Look at that round fluffy thing. And that's what you want, and all of them you get that shape. Look at that. That's amazing. If I show you this way, you will see how fluffy and nice it is. That's what I call a perfect tortilla. Okay, and here we are. This is the last one now. And we are done with all the tortillas. And now let's finish it. And I will show you. It's time to put it in there. Come on. And we are done. Finally, the last one. And now you wait. As you can see, I didn't put any oil, and it doesn't stick to it. The most important is then you be super really hot and nice when you start cooking the tortillas, because that's what, if it's cold and you just put the tortilla, it will stick to the surface and after you not will be able to lift it from there. That's why it's very important. The first tortillas sometimes they doesn't look good, they don't get fluffy and all that, but you keep going, and by the middle of the time, when you are already like in the 10 tortilla, everything gets better and better. And now this one is really nice and ready to make quesadillas. We are done, and I will show you now. Look at this. Wow, it's a lot. Here we are done with the tortillas. As you can see, we have almost like a kilo of them. Like 1 kilo is like about 2 libras or something like that. And what I want, and you see, look how nice. Now they are super hot ones. They don't have any preservatives, they don't have anything. What will happen then if you leave them outside like for several days without putting them in a cold place, they will be moldy because it's nothing to preserve them. What you need to do now, you just will place them like this. You just will in a kitchen mat like this, or anything that you use, kitchen towel, you start putting them like this, all the tortillas, to try to get them, you know, to separate them, and like this you they be cold, and you can put them together again and wrap them with the kitchen towel and put them in a plastic bag or in a container, a glass container, and they need to go to the fridge. These ones, they last max maybe a week. They froze really good. What you can do too, you can put them in portions, and you can freeze them, like for example 5 by 5, and like this you just take them from the freezer, and you can put them in the microwave or defrost them and do whatever dish you want. In this case, you can make quesadillas. That's something that I love to do, not only quesadillas. What I like is, I like my cheese. Look, the cream cheese, you just take it like this and you spread it in the tortilla, and you make a really nice, you put it everywhere, the cheese. Could be any type of cheese that you like, double cream, anything. This one is the one that I make myself here, and you roll it like that and ready to eat it. And I hope that you like them. Remember, if you like, subscribe. Remember also that you can share the videos if you think somebody may like them or they may need them. I hope to see you next time, and have a great day. Bye.